Hello. The original quote is, "So this is how liberty dies, not democracy, liberty dies," with thunderous applause. Of course, it's in reference to democracy, as if that's freedom, right? Oh, hey, there it is. There he is. It's about democracy, so it's only appropriate to paraphrase it into, "And so monarchy dies," with thunderous applause, with this pomp that this oligarchy now will overthrow. See, there it is. Will now overthrow the monarch to make it better, because there's more people that will be less corruptible. That's so much better, isn't it? And then technically it supposedly resulted in them betraying one another anyway. Second, the king is dead. Of course, Akira-kon Sin is dead. The king is dead. All hail the king. Oh yeah, that happened. And I'm soft locked, so that was good. Right, let me fix that. That's a good start. I don't know if Solomon is gonna get rubber banded away from us because I cast force speed to catch up to him just to break the sequence, but it just might not happen. The king is dead. All hail the king. And this phrase will come up later, somewhat. Oh hey, there's a split. Oh, this is the area where Akira-kon Sin fought the Rakatans, the 3 black Rakatans. And now I don't know if that will throw us into a boss battle right away. So I better go through what I wanted to say quickly. All hail the king. Revan is now the king of the Sith because he defeated the king of the Sith. And it's all righteous now, even though Valkorion is coming and he doesn't know about that. But hey, as long as I'm embodying Revan, I'm making better choices, so fuck you. Solomon, as we can see, Shadow is chasing after Solomon because he survived again. He was blown up on Taris, then he was taken over by the Brotherhood of Shadow, then he just got a... Oh, no. Was he... No, we fought him because he was very angry about something or another, and he wanted something or another. We killed him, then it turned out he survived and got possessed by the Brotherhood of Shadow, and then we killed the Brotherhood of Shadow and Solomon again, and then he survived again and ran away. This is just silly now. This is just silly now. With that, she is now chasing after him because she's got unfinished business apparently, I guess, I don't know. Aren't you convinced yet that Revan manipulated you? You need more answers? I need more answers because his motivations are stupid, but you're in this world as the most important character right now. You don't need any answers. What are you doing? What are you doing? We'll see. And because of that, we're gonna probably have another boss fight against Solomon. So she's gonna need her gear back on to fight him. Probably. But I'll risk it. I'll just hit a quick save and not do anything. Maybe it's just talking. I don't know. We'll see. It should be fight because we had like a cutscene at the beginning, I think. In the cinematic. Where she actually fought, so there might be combat. And the last boss fight with Akira-kon Sin was pretty good actually. It required you to eliminate the other characters before you could really tackle the main boss, so you had to avoid damage, even though, you know, other than the final one where some people were immune to insanity, it required you to space off, eliminate something one by one, manage your resources, health. It was a bit more complex, there was more things going on. It started dragging a little bit after the fucking 4th one. I don't know which way should I go to fucking prolong this. It came through here. Let's go here, let's see what's gonna happen here. So it's the 4th... Yeah. I cannot afford to deviate. I must reach Solomon. At least that explains it. So a 4th face-off was a bit too much, but overall it wasn't that bad in gameplay. So there's that. Now we have to level her up. Well, have to. Won't really help us much at all. But we'll do it anyway. Yes, we're still able to do stealth. She has one more power left to spend. We could give her life drain. Because other important force powers have already been selected, so might as well finish that off. Oh, and also that reminds me. Because even though I'm looking at this one, but I should be talking about this one. Akira-kon Sin had his force powers spent on advanced lightsaber throw, and he didn't have a lightsaber. You could see in the previous episodes the option to use advanced lightsaber throw is grayed out because he doesn't have a lightsaber, he's got his Sith sword. Who the fuck gave him that force powers if he can't if he can't use it at all? It's the same problem as with Shadow. She has no rogue levels, she can't do sneaking as class skill, and she doesn't have a sneak attack to benefit from that. It's absolute retardation. Someone didn't know how to build characters, only I do, right, obviously. Oh, I hit escape instead of, okay. And she has another one because she was 18. Attributes, what has she got? What can she benefit at this point? From charisma, that does something. Modifiers to force related feats, she doesn't really rely on that. She's gonna get more strength because attacking with lightsaber, there's no finesse in this game. Not in this one. So, still have 2, but we can't spend it on stealth. Amazing, we can't spend it on stealth because that puts us over the limit of class ranks, class skill, well, the opposite. Non-class skill ranks. So we have to spend it on something worthless, maybe on computer use, since she has some points spent on there. And it won't get any better anymore, so fantastic. 1 more force power. There is stasis. Held stasis and able to move, take any action for 12 seconds. I'm reading this because I'm not sure if I'll be able to deal damage with it when it's active on the enemy. Other than that, we have everything else. So I don't know what she could benefit. She's not, well, she does have high charisma and wisdom, so her saving throws could be high enough. But again, against Solomon, they just might not be. So I don't know if we won't benefit more from just getting a buff. We might as well. We're about to lose her anyway, so let's see. I'll risk it. I've got a save before if I change my mind, so that's fine. And there she is. I should gear her now. Nah, we're going in raw. If push comes to shove, I hope I'll be able to quickly go into the menu and arm ourselves up. So there we go. I'm ready, take me.
The Korriban wastes, they are known and feared as wastelands of death. Yet I've found a certain tranquility here that seems absent from the rest of this graveyard world. It has an individuality, almost an identity of its own. Fitting, then, that our reunion has taken place here.
Solomon, this has to end. How many more must suffer before you attain your so-called revenge? How many more times do you need to die and survive?
As many as is necessary, Shauna May. I don't expect you to understand what drives me in my pursuit of vengeance. Revenge is a concept that is unique to the individual, and we both know now that identity was something you sacrificed a long time ago to Revan's cause.
But do you not see the truth? Your actions haven't brought you peace. They have only brought suffering to yourself and to others. How Jedi of her.
Suffering is wrought through conflict, and conflict builds character.
Yes, but you have warped what once may have been a noble goal into something different, something that has changed you. It sacrificed your identity. You have sought revenge against Revan without giving thought to consequence, and it has left you exposed. Your pursuit of vengeance has consumed you, and has changed you into that which you fear the most, a shell that knows only revenge, and pursues it through a means that betrays everything the Jedi Master I once knew believed in.
No, I am an individual with an identity to call my own. I am Darius Solomon, Ichani Battle Master, Jedi Master. My actions here are virtuous. I sought to avenge the woman who was manipulated, stolen from me, and then turned against me. A woman who was twisted from an individual full of life into nothing more than a tool of war. That woman, the child I raised, deserves vengeance. And since she is no more, I am the only one who can deliver her this justice.
Then if you act in the memory of what I once was, surely you realize that this is the least of all things she would wish for you?
You have no right to presume what she would wish. You abandoned her long ago. I am the only one who honors her memory. I am the only one who has not forgotten her.
Even so, your plan is to use the Brotherhood of Shadow to kill Revan has failed. It's over, and no lie you can tell yourself will ever change that. Please, let no more blood be shed.
You are right. This is over. But do not think even for a second that Revan will emerge unscathed. As Revan once claimed the life of my apprentice, so too will I claim the life of hers. I will deny her the tool of war that she has shaped from the child that was once my protege.
Revan is a man.
It is, as they say, an eye for an eye. I would ask of you to prepare yourself, but it is in your own best interest to seek a release from the torments of your life. You who is without identity seek release through death.
I do not wish to fight you, but I will do what I must to defend myself. So she already drew a weapon. We'll see if that translates into gameplay. And alright, at least again we have a battle that's underlined with a philosophical conflict, but the same criticisms still stand. What can we give her that's useful? Probably her own clothes, probably. Her own garment. Yeah, that's gonna be good enough. Is there anything better? Probably not. Revan's robes? Probably not. Did that get cleared just because I clicked it? Strength regeneration. Nah, we're gonna defeat him just as we are. As in, what we... Oh, I can't put it on then? Because we're in fight? Oh well. Awareness, we don't want that. We can't use that. That's useless, that's more skills. Will +2. Probably. And strength the gauntlet after all. Fortitude belt would be more useful than stealth right now. Or more AC. Let's go with AC. Let's risk it. Alright, since I can't put on any armor, I'm gonna have to figure out other things. We do have Plague and Kill, so that will make things easier. Alright. We have the Plague. We have the Force Speed. Now probably Kill, probably. If he won't resist. He resisted this time, interesting. Not saved. That's saved. Resisted. Saved. Oh, come on now. Soon enough, we're just gonna do what she's good at. Flurry of blows. Oh, we already won. There we go. It was more like a cutscene, apparently. And I gave her stuff again. I shouldn't have. He's alive! Kobayashi is alive! Well, that solves the password issue now, doesn't it? Wow, you almost had us fucking figure something out. Fortunately, that's fixed.
I need a vacation.
I thought he was gonna say, I need a vibrator. He keeps slipping in and out of consciousness. I'm no doctor, but I don't need to be to see that unless he gets medical attention immediately, he's not going to last for much longer. So, the same line is, there are no medical facilities here, and the walk to Dresde will be too much for him. This temple has no medical facilities, and even if there were, they wouldn't be working anymore. We have fucking life support packs. Again, little narrative dissonance. Right, so the complaints are still the same. What is he revenging? He already tried to kill Shadow during war. She's not a mindless instrument of war. The war was necessary. People needed to be defended. Someone needed to defend them. And those choices and those sacrifices are valid and important. This isn't sacrifice of identity. This is evolution of identity. This is growth. And at what point did you decide to incorporate the whole Brotherhood of Shadow into your scheme of your revenge against Revan and Chaname that you just so happened to find when a whole ledger of a pirate's stolen ship has landed in your lap? And then also you found rubble of a Rakata mine trap. This is still incoherent. Whichever you pick here, whatever, second. Being a mechanic, I only have experience fixing things that were never alive in the first place. I feel so helpless. Whilst the main chamber is still intact, we are all in danger of losing our lives here. We need to convince Verbal that his master is still alive so he can then detonate the explosives. And still, the argument against this is the same, being, he's already dead. What the fuck have you got left to live for? You were already gonna die when he's alive. Why would you be alive when he's dead? Why wouldn't you want to help the rest, his friends, something like that? Like, you've already failed. You have nothing left to live for. Or have you changed that mind? If you have things to live for even if he's dead, why would you want to die if he's alive? This is nonsense. If we don't destroy this main chamber soon, then it's likely that none of will make it out of here alive. So I'm gonna go with the first one, because yes, we're still in danger because all the well, if we're in danger because the explosives could go off, then we don't need a detonator now, do we? And I'm not gonna go with the line that's fucking wrong. Fucking that none of will make it out of here alive. Yeah, I'm not gonna even finish reading that one. Whilst the main chamber is still intact, we are all in danger of losing our lives here. We need to convince Verbal that his master is still alive so we can then detonate the explosives. Check his pulse, apparently. Clearly this isn't a good enough method. We already checked Solomon's pulse and he was dead, and then he came back to life, and then he came back to life, and then he's gonna come back to life as well.
You're right, and I've fixed Verbal enough times to know how to deal with him. Let me try and talk some sense into him. Verbal, you're just the droid I've been looking for. I've got some good news for you.
I'm not interested in anything you have to say, Orion Mechanic. With my master no longer functioning, I have no interest in the events that transpire within this galaxy. I prefer that you leave me here alone so that I can continue focusing all my efforts on gathering rust.
I know the feeling. I used to focus all my efforts on gathering rust too. It was either that or be driven crazy by the work that always needed to be done on the Orion. Upgrading droids, downgrading droids, fixing droids, salvaging droids. It went on and on and on. Well, until everyone was killed. And the moral of that story is, never give up hope. If you give up hope, you're stuck repairing things for the rest of your life, or until you rust. You just gotta hope, Verbal. You just gotta hope.
Bring him over. He's slipping in and out of consciousness.
I will take your account to my behavior core, Orion Mechanic. Now leave me. I would prefer to apply hope to the current scenario alone.
There's no need. It's already paid off. Kobayashi is alive.
My master has started functioning again. But how, Orion Mechanic? How?
Kobayashi always did have more brawn than brain. It probably wasn't the first time he got slashed by the lightsaber of a crazed Jedi Master.
He grew resistance, yes.
I'd rather allow my own photoreceptors to assess the condition of my master, and not depend on your inferior organic ones for an evaluation.
That's what I figured you'd say.
So that was easy. Not even dialogue options to actually convince him through dialogue.
Master, your central chassis seems to be heavily damaged. Due to a lack of tools within the vicinity, I am unable to restore you to even a satisfactory condition.
Doesn't matter, he's alive, blow the charges.
Kobayashi, I don't know if you can hear me, but we need to destroy this temple's main chamber. All the explosives are set, but our savior refuses to save us. He's waiting for your command, so you gotta tell him to stop being such a murglak and detonate the explosives.
He can do it now.
Verbal, can you hear me?
Master, the volume of your vocabulator seems to be lower than usual. I suggest that you speak louder, or purchase a better vocabulator. May I suggest the SILV?
Just shut up and listen. For a moment, this place, whilst it's in one piece, is a threat to us all. To Mechanique, to you, to me. to Sarah. It needs to be destroyed. Detonate the explosives. That's all I ask of you. That's all I ask of you.
Remember when we discussed who your credits would go to, should the worst ever happen? I think now might be the right time to make a decision. Did you hear me, Kobayashi? Kobayashi!
The force is with him for a time. What? He is on a threshold between life and death. I doubt he will last for much longer. If only I had invested powers into force heal, which heals the whole party, huh? Doesn't matter. Never mind. Just drag him over to see Kobayashi is alive. Just break him apart and just use radio signals to signal like a fucking motivator or just an actuator to press the button remotely. Oh no, because you said there are interference. Okay, right. So I'll take that back. Kobayashi's acting, even though you barely can speak because you're dying, but it didn't quite. I don't think conveyed the dying. I don't think many roles do that really. So I'm not satisfied. Not too much. He's trying. He's doing his best. He is a very solid voice actor here, I gotta admit, but that didn't quite buy me. I have no idea what the force is with him for a time. Oh, like it's supporting him, I guess. Kobayashi, since you were a Jedi, why don't you just heal yourself then? You're light side, you probably picked that force power. Bitch, also, yeah, and the skill, persuasion. Main character's exclusive skill, persuasion, was not utilized in dialogue against verbal so that we can convince him to detonate or check Kobayashi's vital functions so we can progress. No, it's mechanic doing monologues for us for a cutscene. Cool. I'm gonna go with one because I didn't like the second one. He's on a threshold between life and death. I doubt he will last for much longer.
As per my master's request, I shall detonate the explosives.
Good, that's settled.
Now we are getting somewhere.
Do you wish that I detonate the explosives now?
I know what I would prefer. What would you prefer?
Honestly, Orion Mechanic, I would choose to detonate them now. All this waiting, it is hardly the most efficient use of what little time we have left.
Yeah, why are we discussing this? Why is this a question? We discussed this already. Supposedly, the best thing you can do is grab Kobayashi and run, because we already said, droid, don't detonate the explosive until I'm safely out of the range. And yet we're having this discussion again. Again, it's not a choice. Oh, Kobayashi is dying. Leave him. It's not gonna work out. Fuck it. Leave him behind. Dark side points gained. Roleplay achieved. Or take him. We need to save him. We need to do our best to save him. He's one of us. He's our friend. Grab him. Light side points achieved. Roleplay achieved. You're pushing things along. No. What have we got? Mechanic. Take Kobayashi and go on ahead. I will do all that remains to be done. Take Kobayashi and leave this place. Do not stop until you see daylight. It's only the light side, and it's not a choice, and you won't get points for it. Fantastic. Take Kobayashi and go on ahead. I will do all that remains to be done. What the fuck does that mean? I guess I'm gonna go with take Kobayashi and leave this place. Do not stop until you see daylight. Also, I'm killing Mechanic. And I might... fuck it. Fuck Kobayashi as well. Fuck him. I don't have strong feel. Technically, right? He didn't wrong me. But... And also, I could hear... I don't know. I could save him if he promises some fucking loyalty to me. Something like that. I could turn him into a minion. I could turn him into a party member. Someone that I could utilize for later. Maybe I could offer him a deal. And then based on that, save him. And that could count as manipulation and dark side. So, that's our headcanon. That's the headcanon is that I'm killing Mechanic. Offering a deal to Kobayashi, giving him life support pack or some med pack to stabilize him at least, and I'm gonna drag him out because he'll owe me life just like our Wookiee. What was his name at this place? Albar. And Verbal is blowing things up. So that's our story, whether they like it or not. Okay, so let's go with take Kobayashi. whatever, it's not a choice anyway.
You don't need to tell me twice. I'm out of here. Come on, Kobayashi. I know the Kurban Waste isn't exactly the safest of places, but it will have to do for the time being.
So what the fuck am I doing here? I should be running away as well. He's gonna blow us up soon enough. Hopefully. That's gonna be silly. No? Okay. Right, so we're in a new area again because the map has been obscured again, or like we're in the new area so the map isn't uncovered. There is no skeleton with medpacks here, so there's that. And I think with all that we've been through, and that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for watching, hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully we will see each other in something I play for you for free. In the meantime, of course, interact with this video and every other video on my channel, preferably by watching and sharing it with your friends. Subscribe, and if you don't like the content, it's entirely your fault.